Hey, what's up, guys? You're here with Goran and Kirk from PickDawgz. Thank you for joining us. Jack was unfortunately unable to join us for this Sunday long form video, but we should all be back at full power after the international break, of course. I'm not sure if there are any big games to talk about in this World Cup qualifications, Kirk, but I'm pretty sure we'll be taking a short break for the next week and a half or so. But pretty soon we'll be back at it with the Champions League and so on and so on. While in this video you're getting free picks for the domestic leagues, we have 17 games, if I'm not mistaken, in this video. Kirk, we'll get through this a little bit quicker than usual with only the two of us. So
Because we
stay
don't
tuned,
have
guys.
Jack fighting for the English media.
We'll have premiums. We'll have
Oh,
our
sorry,
golden
sorry.
goal consensus. Go for it.
I wish he was on this video so badly today because him saying that Nottingham early in 2 weeks ago would beat any Spanish team outside the top four or whatever he said. Bilbao is so far false. They just lost at home to Midtjylland. So far false. It's it's the worst take I've ever heard in my life. But it's absurd. It's just a
And
media thing, playing up the Premier League.
it was a nice hit on your premiums for Midtjylland, so congrats on that.
Don't
Uh,
congratulate me. It had no brain power. It's literally fade the Premier League at the media price. It's not. It has nothing to do with me being a genius. It's literally the media portraying Nottingham at minus 220 when they're like 18th in the league against a decent team. Like Midtjylland's not bad.
no, they're not.
I don't know. Anyways, that's all I had to say.
No. Anyways, don't forget about our Discord, guys. It's absolutely free to join. Click the link in the description and do that. Check out our premium picks and check out the golden goal consensus, which is designed for the high roller betters with a pretty substantial bankroll and people who like to bet $500 per game. And those are the picks that myself, Kirk, and Jack put most of our money on as well. So we decided to share them with the public as well. Text the word goal to 443-332-7127 and get on board that one. Let's kick it off, Kirk. Aston Villa and Burnley in the EPL.
Yeah, Villa's playing well right now, and I feel like they're usually one of the streakiest teams in Europe. When they're playing well, it's hard to fade them, and that's exactly why I'm not going to fade them here. I'm going to take them to nil. They held Fenerbahce. They played Fenerbahce or Feyenoord? Fenerbahce.
Feyenoord.
Really?
Fenerbahce was playing at home against. They've beaten somebody 2-1 at home. I know that.
All right. Anyways, they kept a clean sheet to one of the two. Um,
Yeah,
They beat Feyenoord 2-0 on the road, which honestly is a pretty impressive result given how their form's been this season. So if you can keep Feyenoord to a clean sheet, I think you can keep Burnley to a clean sheet, and you're at home. Villa to nil for me here.
yeah, they are in a pretty good form right now. 3-game winning streak, and after that disastrous start to the season, they are waking up. Then again, like I like to say, this international break is coming at the exactly wrong time for this team, right? They are firing right now, and now you have to go play for the international teams for the next week and a half. You lose all the momentum, you lose all the consistency. Well, not necessarily, of course, but still, it's a pretty bad timing as far as Aston Villa goes. I will take them on the money line in this one. It's minus 161. It's like a parlay piece or whatever, but I like Villa to win this one. And Jack is taking them to win 2-0 as well. Next up, Kirk, Everton and Crystal Palace. This could be an intense game. Palace is playing pretty solid football. Everton hasn't beaten anyone in a couple of weeks or so. They've cooled off, but they've been decent against Palace at home in the past.
Yeah, I think the screams. I mean, 1-1. Jax literally has that exact play. But I could see a 0-0 here. Not very high scoring games. Palace hasn't lost in 18 games. I don't think they're going to lose. I just don't necessarily think they're going to win either on the road. So I'm just going to split it down the middle and take the draw.
Yeah, that is the smart bet in my opinion. I went with both teams to score because I think that Everton can score at home. Uh, Palace, of course, in their current form, can score against anybody, and they have been scoring against pretty much everybody as well. So 1-1 would actually be quite perfect for all three of us to hit our free picks. Next up, Kirk, Nottingham Forest.
You know, the more I think about this, the more I think Nottingham's just they're gonna lose to Midtjylland, which they did, and they're gonna somehow win this game on the road after Newcastle won 4-0. It just seems like I don't know. The more I think about it, the more I hate this game. I mean, the correct play is Newcastle all the way. That's the correct play. Just with me and my Nottingham expertise, I am not touching this game. I Newcastle should win this game 2-3-0. Easy, in my opinion. But Newcastle haven't looked great. They had a big win. Hopefully, they can carry the momentum over to have this hit. But yeah, this is a game. If you want to put half a unit on Nottingham money line, I honestly don't blame you.
Yeah, Newcastle are the favorites in this game, but I think the smarter play could potentially be the goals. Both teams to score in over 2.5 at plus 111. We've seen that hit in the last 6 games between these two teams or something like that. It's a pretty big trend, and with both teams playing a midweek game, I don't know, it could potentially be an upset here, like you said. But then again, I would be shocked if Nottingham Forest kept a clean sheet in this game. That would be something so ridiculously stupid to happen. Which, let's be honest, just because I said it could actually happen. So I have Newcastle on the money line written down, but as we are talking about this one, I like goals more. So I'm gonna switch to both teams to score in over 2.5 in this one instead.
Yeah, me too.
Wolves. There you go. Wolves and Brighton is the next one. Kirk Brighton has been playing pretty solid football this season. They're scoring a lot of goals. Wolves, on the other side, are not scoring goals. There's a reason why they're plus 260 underdogs at home. Their form as of late has been decent. They have a win and a draw in the last 2 games. But Brighton, I mean, they've been scoring so many goals. They already have 9 scored goals in 6 games this season, which doesn't seem like a lot. But on the road, they've scored 4 in their first 3 games on the road.
Yeah, this is another tough one. I feel like all the sharps are gonna, or not the sharps. I don't know what the sharps are doing in this game. I know the public seeing Brighton at, I don't know if they're plus 110 or minus 110. Every public person is gonna take Brighton on the money line, and that's what scares me about this game, because Wolves are in last and Brighton are only plus 110 on the road. That's why I'm not choosing a side here. Um, Wolves have scored 4 goals in 6 games. Yes, they've conceded 13. That's kind of why I'm going with the under. I just could see 1-1. I don't think Brighton. I think if there's going to be a parlay breaker, it's going to be Brighton money line. So that's why I'm staying away from Brighton here. But I'll take the under here. I think Wolves keep it close, maybe 1-1.
I would never put Brighton on the money line in the parlay. I mean, it's plus 105. Why would somebody go and put a plus money pick in a parlay? That's sounds like an insanity to me personally.
Because they're
But
not pussies.
I mean, plus money picks, you put them as a single, not in a parlay.
I
So
only I,
come
I,
on.
I only parlay plus money.
Wolves conceded 10 goals at home in 3 games. They have been horrendous at home. And that's the only reason why taking Brighton team total over 1.5 goals at minus 104 in this one. I mean, it's when you combine the fact that they're scoring a lot and Wolves are conceding a lot at home, that's just my reasoning for this one. And Jack is taking Brighton on the money line. So that's it for this one. Moving on, Kirk, Brentford, and Manchester City. Manchester City killing a lot of people this midweek in the Champions League. 2-2 against Monaco on the road. It was not a given that they were going to win, but they had a lead 2-1 until 87th minute, conceded a penalty, 2-2 draw, disappointing result. While Brentford, I mean, they have been decent this season. Lost only 2 of their last 7 games, coming off of a win against Manchester United, where they just demolished that team. But United is no City.
Yeah, just City money line for me. I mean, I could give you tons of reasonings, but I put no reasoning into this game. I saw the price and I went City money line. I mean, it's just that simple. Like City is miles better than Brentford. Concede midweek late to bum boy Eric Dyer. If that doesn't get you going crazy for 3 days, I don't know what will. So City's gonna come out. They're gonna do their thing in my opinion. So I'll take City on the money line.
Yeah, and I'm taking it a step further, taking taking City to win in over 1.5 goals, -111. I mean, I think City can score a couple of goals at least in this game and get a win. And Jack is taking Holland to get 2+ goals at +300 in this one. That's it for the EPL, Kirk. Moving on to La Liga, we have Sevilla versus Barcelona as the first game. Barcelona looking solid in the first half of that game against PSG and then just disappearing in the second half. I was quite disappointed in that game. Ended up losing 2-1. In La Liga, however, they are doing a very good job. They have scored 21 goals in 7 games. That's an average of 3 scored goals per game. And now you have to face Sevilla on the road, the team that still hasn't won a single game at home this season.
Yeah, I said this in the Survivor group chat. I don't know if you saw it. I think Barca or City, one of them is not going to win this week. They're both pretty much the same exact price, and that's kind of what scares me because they are way better than the other teams, but they're on the road. So I think one of the games is a trap, maybe both, or maybe I'm just a complete idiot by taking Stuttgart as my survivor after they lost to Basel. But someone I think is very underrated on this Barca team, but seems to always be involved in goals is Ferran Torres to score or assist at -150. I feel like is a great price. You get Lamine Yamal, he's like -250, but I feel literally every time I watch Barca and Lewandowski's not in the lineup, Ferran is either scoring or assisting. I do have a question for you though. What do you think of the Lamine Yamal posts on Instagram? If you saw them.
I don't know what were the posts. I don't have social media. I have like
Mm,
no presence on it at all.
fair. He basically was just mocking PSG before the game. Um,
He's a kid, so I mean he has talent, right? And
yeah,
he's being
100%.
compared to Messi and everything like that. But his dad, from what I've read in the newspapers, is a very stupid person who supports his kid in doing everything, even though he's okay, he's now 18, so he's an adult. But he's a kid that really needs to get his head straight if he wants to have a long and successful career. Okay, it's hard to imagine his career falling through because he did something stupid, but he could have a less of a career if he doesn't get his head in like straight. Because if you remember Messi, he didn't give a shit about social media or anything like that when he was like playing the top football, and he was miles ahead of everybody else. That's something that Lamine Yamal has to strive for. Whether or not he does it, I guess we'll see. But as of right now, he's just another stupid kid with immense talent, and it's not taking full advantage of it. So yeah, hopefully he can get it right in the
I
future,
hope
I
so.
suppose.
I mean, listen, I don't really usually dislike 18-year-olds. I have no reason to, but is the way he goes about things. I'm like, dude, come on, come on.
Yeah.
Come on. Yeah, you are probably one of the most talented players in the world, but just chill. Just chill. That's all I have to say.
Did he really need to have such a lavish, quote unquote, lavish 18th birthday party
I know
with
that's a
small people and whatever else happened to that? I mean,
small people,
dude,
dwarfs.
come on.
Yeah, I don't
Oh
know.
man. Anyways, I mean, I'm just taking Barcelona on the money line. Sevilla hasn't gotten a single point out of this matchup in a long, long time. I don't think they'll get it here. I would even consider pushing this to maybe Barcelona and over 2.5 as well. And
Are
like you
they your
said, Ferran
survivor?
Torres, yeah, Ferran Torres has been getting a lot of minutes this season, and he might even start in this game as well. Lewandowski, I mean, you can start noticing age on him. He's really
Yeah,
not up there anymore. But Ferran Torres, I mean, he's a fighter, right? And he's a great part of this team, in my opinion. And when he doesn't score, he's always putting up a fight, trying to assist, trying to get other people set up and stuff like that. So he's a real team player, in my opinion, like a definition of a team player, and that's what this team needs. So Barcelona halftime, full time for Jack at plus 148 in this one. Espanyol, Betis, Kirk.
yeah. I really wish Jack was here because he's a big trends guy, as we know. And Betis and Espanyol are tied on points. And pr- I mean, another thing, it's like you see this game, you're probably like Betis easy, right? You do no research, then you look. Espanyol's won two of their last 5 games, drawn two, only lost one. Betis has done the exact same thing. At home, I think Espanyol at least get a point. I'll take the draw here. Um, I don't want to risk the double chance here at minus money simply because Betis could win this game. So I'll take it right down the middle. But I think the draw is the best value in this game.
He's actually considering taking Espanyol on the money line in this one, but
Yeah,
I
I don't
think it's
mind
gonna
it.
be hard matchup. It's gonna be hard matchup. Betis keeping a couple of clean sheets in a row, getting a couple of wins in a row. That's a huge confidence boost for this team, and everybody wants to finish this part of the season before going on the international break with a nice and positive result. I think this is going to be a tough game, and I agree with you. I'm taking the draw as well at plus 245. This is going to be a 1-1 or something like that. I'm not sure which side I will lean more towards, but Jack is taking Betis on the money line. Obviously, he has his reasons. Maybe he can let us know in the comments or something like that. We'll see. Next up, Sociedad and Rayo Vallecano, and this is for me just the play on the price, as we like to say. I'm taking Sociedad at home on the money line, the plus 107.
Yeah, I mean, another. I feel like I'm jacked today with all my reasoning. I guess I woke up wise today. I feel like you look last 5 seasons, these teams are probably top half of the table. I think that's fair to say. You look this year, Sociedad are in 18th, Rayo in 16th. Mm, Sociedad's lost 4 of their last 5. Rayo's lost 3 of their last 4. And this is just a shit game.
Yeah,
Absolute shit game. But this game screams Sociedad typical 1-0 victory. Maybe it's 1-1. That's why I'm taking the under.
yeah. Sociedad has been so far away from the team they were last season for the most of the part last season that it's just unbelievable to watch. And as this international break for Aston Villa is coming at the wrong time, it's coming at exactly the right time for Sociedad. Maybe it can get them closer together after. Maybe they can get their senses back or whatever's happening. But yeah, this screams like a vintage 1-0 win for Sociedad, and that is the reason why. I mean, if this wasn't plus money, I wouldn't even considering it, but it's plus 107, so I'll take Sociedad on the money line. Both teams to score for Jack in this one. Pretty much the same thing goes for me in the next one. Kirk, Celta Vigo and Atletico Madrid. Celta Vigo had a solid Europa League game. They got a win. Atletico Madrid, just the better team, in my opinion, overall. They are on a 3-game winning streak right now. They're looking like reborn. 13 score goals in those 3 games. They're still conceding a lot. There's no doubt about it, but they are scoring a lot more right now. And Celta is not really used to playing multiple games a week. We know that they are not often in Europe at all. And I mean, Atletico on the money line, minus 127.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like Villa. If I thought kind of a team that's very hot and very cold. Atletico couldn't beat anyone at the beginning of the season. Now you beat Madrid. Now you're thrashing teams. Thrashed Madrid 5-2. Thrashed Frankfurt 5-1, I think, or 4-1, 5-1. Um,
Yeah, 5-1.
it's just tough to go against them right now. I'll take them on the money line.
Yeah, and Jack agrees. All three of us have Atletico on the money line. Off to Bundesliga, Stuttgart and Heidenheim. Now, Stuttgart was a disappointment, man, against Basel. Unbelievable.
Yeah, but that's why I like this game even more now. Stuttgart are my survivor, so I usually put my money where my mouth is. I really do like this game. Um, I think either way they win this game. I think it's a 2-1 game or a 4-0 game. Just kind of depends on the Stuttgart team. I'm going to go with the value here at minus 1.5, plus 112. I could see a 3-1 game. After not scoring at Basel on the road, they're going to be licking their chops to be at home against Heidenheim. Let me tell you that much. Um, I'll take Stuttgart on the minus 1.5, which is plus money, which I think should be minus money personally. But I'm getting, as Mr. Wickens says, my chips in good.
Yeah, I feel like Stuttgart is going to step it up in this game. But then again, Heidenheim, I think they can do something in this game. They're playing pretty solid football. They are coming off of a win, if I remember correctly, from last week. And over 3 corners for Heidenheim, minus 152. Add to the fact that Stuttgart played a midweek game as well. It's
They
still
didn't
early in the
play.
season.
They
Well,
just
yeah,
sat there. They didn't do
they
shit.
enjoyed the Alps, I suppose, the Swiss Alps.
I didn't know that
Uh,
Switzerland had a Mallorca type of team. I didn't know.
there you go.
I didn't know.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, Heidenheim over 3 corners, minus 152, and Jack is taking over 3.5 at plus 130 in this one. Hamburg and Mainz, Kirk. Hamburg still one of the worst teams in the league in Bundesliga. Underdogs at home against Mainz, who has been all over the place this season, but Hamburg actually hasn't lost in their last 2 games, beating Heidenheim at home, 0-0 against Union Berlin, which was a bit lucky because Union missed a penalty early in the game. But they are decent at the moment.
You basically gave the reasoning for my play. You're underdogs at home against a team that's been all over the place. That's all I need to say. Mine's on the money line. I mean, if you're underdogs against this Mainz team right now at home, I'll take Mainz all day long, all day long.
Jack is taking Mainz over 5.5 corners at even money, and I will take first half draw at plus 136. I mean, I'm not sure if there's been a game for Hamburg that went over this season. Oh yeah, they lost to Bayern, of course, and 2-1 against Heidenheim. All the other games were under and were quite slow in the first half, so that's why I'm taking the first half draw in this one. Next up, Borussia Mönchengladbach and Freiburg. Freiburg did get a 1-1 draw against Bologna. I did have them on the double chance in that game. And then again, we are talking about Gladbach here, the team that could light it up against the best of them and get a win, and then just disappear against the worst teams in the league,
Yeah, I mean, they're coming off a 6-0 down to make it 6-4, um,
right?
which is just like, what do you bet in this game? Like I don't know. Like this could be a vintage 1-0 Freiburg win, and I wouldn't be shocked. I'm gonna go down the middle here. Freiburg played midweek. Gladbach haven't gotten a point. I mean, they did tie Leverkusen, but before that, I think that's their only point of the season. No, I'm being dumb. No, they have 2 points. Sorry, 3 losses, 2 draws. Yeah, so they're not going to win this game. They might. Whatever. Just give me the draw. I don't know about this game. I really don't.
Yeah, this is a stay away game for me. I do have the over 2.5 at -130 because I don't know. Uh, Gladbach had a 10-goal game last week. Can they get maybe a 3-goal game in this one? Probably. But like I said, the stay away game for me. Jack is taking both teams to score at -159. In Serie A, Kirk, we have some interesting ones, including the big derby between Juventus and Milan. But before that, we have Fiorentina versus Roma. Roma, who lost to Nice in their matchup in Europe,
It wasn't
while
Nice, it
Fiorentina,
was Lyon or Lille, one of the two.
I thought it was Nice.
I'm
Maybe I'm
pretty sure it
wrong.
was
Oh,
Lyon or
wait, let me
Lille.
pull it up. Could be Lille. You are correct. It was Lille.
They wouldn't
1-0
lose to
at home.
Nice. They wouldn't lose to Nice, I'll tell you
Uh,
that much.
they did beat Nice last week. That's
Yeah.
okay. And Fiorentina playing in the Conference League, getting a win against Sigma Olomouc from the Czech Republic, if I'm not mistaken. But in Serie A, I mean, Fiorentina has been trash. They're sitting 16th, still without a win, 3 draws and 2 losses, only 3 scored goals.
Yeah, I just don't see goals here. Roma got unlucky, but they also shot themselves in the foot by missing 3 penalties. So you could say unlucky, but
Wait,
I,
wasn't it the same penalty 3 times or something like that?
yeah, I mean, they still missed all 3 of them. So at some point, you can't say unlucky. At some point, you could just say they played bad, which is how I don't believe in all this luck as you guys do over here. But they just didn't deserve to win. If you can't make a penalty 1 out of 3 chances to get a point, I mean, you deserve to lose, in my opinion.
Maybe switch a guy in between.
I don't know if that's even legal. I have no idea if you can switch on a re-kick. I don't think you can. Um,
Well, what were the reasons though? I never even saw the replays of anything
I
like
think
what were the reasons for?
the first time the goalie went off the line early. Um, I think the second
Okay.
time a defender went into the box too early.
Jesus Christ.
So, anyways, this game I'm on the under. Just doesn't seem like a high scoring game between these two teams.
Yeah, this is another game that I will not be betting. I did put in both teams to score. But yeah, I don't even have an opinion on this one to be honest. And Jack is taking the under 2.5, same as you, Kirk. Next up, Napoli versus Genoa. In this one, I'm simply gonna take a player prop. I mean, I am leaning towards Napoli, but Genoa has been dangerous this season. They had a few solid results over the last few weeks. Nothing major though, but they could be a threat here to Napoli, who played a midweek game. They got a win against Sporting 2-1. Uh, and like I said, I'm taking a player prop. I'm taking Rasmus Højlund to get 1+ shot on target. It's -150. It's not a bad price, not a great price. But I think he can get at least a shot on target in this game.
Yeah, I mean, he looked really good. He scored twice. You should be able to get a shot on target. It shouldn't be tough. That being said, I think this is probably a Napoli 1-2-0 win, but Genoa has played good, so it could be 1-1. I just don't see 3 goals in this game, regardless. Napoli won a 2-1 game midweek. I will say all those goals were nice, but I I don't know. The defense kind of lacked on most of the goals. So it could have been a 1-0 Napoli easy from what I saw, but so I'll take the under here. A lot of games before the international break, I think they're just going to be fine with a 1-2-0 win. But with that being said, Genoa, you never know. So under.
Yeah. And both teams to score at +150. That's a huge plus money for both teams to score. Is what Jack is taking in this one. The last game in Serie A, Kirk, is a derby, like I said, between Juventus and Milan. And I would like to guess what the book's reasoning is for not expecting goals in this game. Do they expect for Juventus to suddenly cool off and start not scoring goals? I mean, we've seen both teams to score in each of their last 5 games. We've seen the over over 3.5 hit in 3 of those 5 games. They've scored at least a goal in each of their games this season, and they're conceding a ton. They're on a 4 game draw streak, another draw for them in the Champions League, 2-2 against Villarreal. They conceded late to get a draw.
Yeah.
While Milan, I mean, they are playing solid football right now. They are winning games. They are on a 4 game winning streak. They've scored 8 goals in their last 3 games, and still a sloppy defensive team that could concede at any moment.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know how I don't take the over here at plus over 2.5, not 3.5, mind you, over 2.5 at plus money for
Yeah.
last year. If I said this, I would be crazy with Juve's 1-0 type of game. This year, I feel like it's crazy if you don't take it. Even if it doesn't hit, I will put my money on this game over 2.5. Even if it doesn't hit, I'm fine with that. Completely fine with this bet not hitting. It's just the thinking is correct. So that's really half the battle sometimes. So over 2.5 for me at plus money.
Yeah, I wonder if the books are just trying to sway people away from taking the over and giving it a plus. I mean, this is going to be my premium pick, probably either over 2.5 or maybe just both teams to score, which is actually at minus 120. Uh, I I would be very, very, very surprised to see either team keep a clean sheet in this one. I mean, come on, this is going to be a pretty intense game. And I think it actually could be for a change a fun game in Serie A that we might enjoy watching as well. Under 2.5 at minus 137 for Jack. I don't think he really thought about this game. I think he just went with the price, I suppose. Uh, in the French League One, Kirk, we have Lyon versus Toulouse. Now, what worries me in this one is why in the God's name is Lyon uh, at home minus 110 against Toulouse, who have been garbage this season.
Very good question. Um, Whether it's a trap or not, I'm taking Leon. I think I don't know what I think. I think you have to take Leon because there's no one taking to lose. That's for sure. And at
Yeah,
the price at home, you have to take it. I honestly probably will make it a premium because I don't understand the price unless I figure out why it's only minus 110. I have to take Leon. I mean, I'd be stupid not to at this price.
I was looking at the injury list. Nobody new on the injury list. They are on a 4 game winning streak and they kept 4 clean sheets in a row.
Yeah,
I get that they were playing a midweek game, but then again, you're playing at home against Toulouse. You didn't have to travel because their midweek game against Salzburg was also at home. So minus 110 on Lyon at home against Toulouse. I mean, it just doesn't make sense not to take it. It's as you can see, guys, all three of us agree. It's minus 110, minus 115, depending on the book, might even get a better price somewhere else. So do your shopping. But I mean, this is a must-take game. If there's a game that you must bet on this weekend, is this one. You simply have to take Lyon because of the price. Monaco and Nice, Kirk.
yeah. I mean, I fade Nice on the road. I take them at home. Does that make sense? Yeah, it makes sense because they're on the road. And Monaco, they might have some momentum after that win at home, or not win, draw at home late against City, which is a hard result even at home. So Monaco money line for me at the price. I actually hate Monaco, but I really do like this spot for Monaco.
Yeah, it's not the same reasoning as the Lyon game, but I think that draw against City could potentially be a big confidence boost for this Monaco team, right? Especially that game was at home. Again, no travel time involved at all. And you're getting them at minus 119 against Nice, who's been like literally all over the place. Defensively poor, 1 game, then they score a few goals, then again they disappear, and so on, so on. So Both teams to score in over 2.5 for Jack, as you can see, which I think it's likely to happen, of course, but I still feel like Monaco gets a win out of this one. The last game of the video, Kirk, Lille versus PSG. Lille, they were playing. Who were they playing? They did
They
get
beat
a win
Roma.
against Roma. Yeah, like we just said. On the road, kept a clean sheet. That's a huge deal. PSG getting a win against Barcelona. I gotta admit, as a Barcelona fan, PSG was just on top of them in the second half, especially. They were just all over them. And Barcelona did not look well in that game. PSG on the other side did, created better chances and scored that nice goal, I have to say, at almost at the end of the game or whenever it was. In this one, this potentially feels like a bit of a letdown spot for PSG, no?
Yeah, I mean Lille's coming off a big win too. Say these are two of the top three teams probably in League One. If you want to be competitor down the league or down the line in League One, you need a point out of this game for Lille. You need a point at least. That's why I'm going with the draw. I think this is a 1-1, 2-2 game. Both teams have been very good defensively, so I don't mind the 1-1 draw exact score here. I don't think this is going to be a firecracker of a game.
Yeah, it's not that I think PSG doesn't care about the League One. I just don't think they care much about it after the Champions League win against Barcelona, right? On top of that, a lot of their players are going to play for the national teams during the international break. I mean, it's still a pretty big game. I don't necessarily expect them to do a lot of changes in the starting 11. They really, I mean, with a few players missing because of the injuries, I'm not sure how much they have in terms of depth on the bench, but still, the quality difference I think is obvious here between the two teams. However, with Lille playing such a solid football lately, I have to take them to score. And that's the reason why I'm taking both teams to score and over 2.5. It's plus money, which is always nice, and even a bigger motivation for me to take this pick for this game. And both teams to score for Jack, as you can see, at minus 149. Kirk, that's it for this video. I said we are gonna get this done a little bit quicker than usual, which we didn't at all.
I don't
It's
know
almost
how.
40 minutes. So it was our pleasure, guys, doing this video for you. Make sure you subscribe, hit that like button, and we'll see you soon with more free winners.